How? That's what I'm supposed to be. That's what. Oh shit. That's what they say. That's what they call me. That's what I call myself. There you go. So something like that. So as it relates, it says strong black woman carry on. Look, we gonna make you strong. Yeah, we gonna make you strong today. There you go. LeBron, Sue Bird. Full disclosure. Full disclosure. You all are about to learn a lot about me if you don't know me already. If you don't know me already, hey, how you doing? My name's JT or Johnny or Strap, depending on where you know me from. Whatever you call me tells me exactly how I know you. Man, okay, man. It says he loves the sisters, but some facts are undeniable. That's all we're talking about. We're just talking about undeniable fact. We're simply talking about undeniable facts. That's all we saying. That's all we saying. We ain't taking shots at you, ladies. We're just saying, be real with yourselves. Be real with yourself, please, please, and thank you. Please and thank you. Can you just seriously be real with yourselves? Let me set this up because, like I said, I set up for a completely different topic, which means that all the logos and stuff are off. So I'm gonna try to set this up real quick while I'm talking to y'all. Some stuff is just. Hold on. Let me put this over on this screen. Some stuff just has to be. Some stuff just has to be blatantly obvious, and we have to take it as is. Facts are facts. You don't get to change the facts. You can try and interpret and get different perspective and stuff like that, but goddamn it, 1 + 1 is 1. Especially when we all working with the same fucking definitions of what does one mean, what the fuck does of mean, and what the fuck does equal mean. Once we working with the same definitions of all three of those words, the goddamn it mathematical equation of 1 + 1 equals 2. Did I say 1 + 1 equals 1? 1 + 1 equals 2. And then we have understanding of what the word 2 means. There's nothing else to talk about. Like, are you saying that words mean something different? What the fuck does equal mean, if not the same? So if we're not talking the same, clearly we can't be equal. Again, I'm only talking about physicality, just basic physicality. Hold on, where we get? I need to put that. So let me add the text as says. I'm gonna work this out. Because I'm doing like 35,000 things a day. So eventually, I will get to the point where this is all done in a timely fashion. But damn, it's a whole lot of shit. There's a whole lot of stuff to do in one day. You only get 24 hours, and some of those hours you gotta, touch yourself. Whatever. I don't know. Whatever y'all into. It doesn't make a difference. Y'all will figure it out. Whatever. Either you do it, you get her to do it, or a sister. Doesn't really make a difference. Sometimes you get both to do it. Depends on, what I'm saying, what you do with your stimulus money. All I'm saying is that you have options to do what you do during your day. Men and women. No, that sounded too nice. I'll put it this way. There we go. Okay, so let's see if we can put this up there. And bam, pow. Something like that. And that looks a little bit too big. Let's, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, shouty. Hold on, shouty. There you go. All right, I'll bring this back over here for the one time. Something like this, a little like that, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we're just gonna be satisfied with this. I'm just gonna be satisfied with this for now. So let's just dive into what it is that I want to talk about. Full disclosure, I do not watch sports. Well, a lot of sports. I don't give a fuck about a basketball game. I couldn't care. It's impossible for me to care less about any hockey game, baseball game, football game, soccer. Just does not interest me. Doesn't interest me. I've been to plenty of games and been to plenty of doggone events and stuff and all the rec. Half doggone on the field. Just, I mean, that's just the Army. You know what I'm saying? You win some stuff, and the Army gives you some cool stuff. So I done been on the shit. Just the Chicago Bears sideline alone, I've been at least 4 times that I can remember on the sideline, which is when I realized how gigantic those motherfuckers were. The majority of them. Got a chance to do some when I was recruiting. I got a chance to go up to Highland Park where they got their training facility and got to meet a lot of those guys. Then that's when I met one dude. I always mess the name up. My best friend knows his name, but he when I met him, I believe he was retired. But this dude was no bigger than I was. No bigger than I was. This is maybe about 2015, 2016. No, this was 2015, 2014. No idea. I think it was I always forget dude's name. I think it was the Bennett dude. I remember he was like dark skinned, like my complexion. He was for the other cats that I saw in the NFL, like being on the Bears sideline. I can tell you right now, I think dude's number was 88. I don't remember exactly. Don't quote me on that number, but it was 80 something. That motherfucker, I was looking at him like, damn, I shoot your big ass. That motherfucker was just stupidly big. But yeah, so I had some fun with that. Got a chance to go to some but that's just like I said, just on the sidelines, sitting up in the stands. Got a whole bunch of. I mean the military always has tickets for stuff like that. So you know what I'm saying. Either you do some good stuff, or like, hey, here you go, congratulations, or maybe they're like, hey, we got too many tickets. We want to go tonight. Who ain't doing nothing? Cool, whatever. Cool, basketball games, all this stuff. I've never been courtside on a game. Haven't done that yet. Funny part, me and my guy, we were supposed to be doing that. What was it, last year or this year? I forgot. We supposed to be doing that either last year or this year. I don't remember, but clearly that got fucked up. So whenever Earth opens back up, I'm gonna be going and sit courtside of the game. But it'll have to be a really good game because I can't. I'll just explain this to y'all. I cannot stand basketball. Those basketball players have to be the softest athletes on earth. I'm including women's tennis. I'm including badminton. I'm including curling. I'm including fucking synchronized swimming. Just the fucking softest goddamn. I can't stand that acting shit when they do all that. He hit foul. I can't stand that shit. Listen. Guess what I don't want to see. I don't want to see a grown motherfucking man who getting paid millions and millions of dollars. You know what? Fuck $1 million because money ain't got shit to do with it. What I don't want to see is a grown motherfucking man. You could be on the court playing 21, a pickup game of 21. In Chicago we call it 21, right? You gotta get on the court. It's no teams, just every man for itself. You gotta get 21 points. This is what Chicago call it. Whichever y'all call it, whatever. Just a pickup game. We could be at the motherfucking park playing a pickup game. Ain't nobody want to deal with no bitch ass nigga like LeBron sitting up there crying about that fake shit. That's not that's the most pussified sport. I don't even see how people could watch that shit. That shit would just fuck up the whole game for me if we sitting there. It's down in the last quarter. We got 5 seconds left. You come down to the key. You jump. The dude swipes, misses everything. Misses you by a mile. And you just fall to the ground and start crying. And that's just a bitch ass sport. Anyway, sorry, that kind of got me off track. Now, my point is, I don't fucking follow sports like that. Only sports that I like are combative sports. So I like, what I just said, combative sports. So like boxing, MMA, shit like that. If you get smooth, knocked the fuck out, that's the type of sport I like to see. I love to see motherfuckers get kicked in their motherfucking face and get kicked to sleep. That's some beautiful shit. That's some beautiful shit. For you to be sitting right there, you already knock a motherfucking out, then next thing you know, cacao, you sleep. You wake up, it's fucking Thursday. It's a beautiful thing to see a motherfucker get knocked out on the regular. If you ain't seen it before, you should try it. MMA, boxing. It's lovely. It's a lovely fucking thing. See a grown ass man get knocked smooth the fuck out. Well, with that said, I personally had to do a little bit of research for this this particular show or whatever. And what I found out was goddamn amazing. So what I've heard for years and years and years is the argument about why women don't get paid the same as men in a WNBA. I've heard that for fucking years. It was stupid when I heard it the first time. Again, this is coming from somebody who doesn't even follow either one of those goddamn leagues. It was fucking stupid at the outset. But what's worse now, and I'll be getting to why that's stupid. I think if I have to explain that to you, then clearly you're one of the dummies that you how do you brush your teeth? How do you forget not to breathe if you can't understand why the people in the WNBA aren't making what the people in the NBA are making? It doesn't have anything to do with their penises. It doesn't. That may surprise you. I know some of y'all was thinking like, what? I thought they got the money because of the testicles. No. It's surprisingly nothing to do with testicles. It's funny how that works. Nothing to do with testicles at all. Yeah. But I'll be getting to that in a second. But what I've been hearing in the past couple years is the women of the WNBA and all the rest of these extra woke feminist people, we all are one. There's no difference between man and woman. We need to get rid of gender roles. Those people is that they need to integrate the WNBA, and women should now be allowed to play in the NBA. See, this is why it's important to know what the fuck it is that you want before what it is that you actually want before you start asking for shit. Because I can guarantee you the last thing that the women of the NBA want is for the NBA to do away with the WNBA and simply just have the NBA with no gender restrictions. You know why? Why y'all think? Before I say the obvious fucking answer, why do y'all think that women would not want to actually compete against men in a physical sport like the NBA in basketball? Like they could end the NBA, they could end the WNBA now. Well, whenever the seasons end, right? So they end the WNBA and they take all the teams of the NBA and they say, hey, we are going to have our own tryouts and all the rest of this stuff. And I'm sure the WNBA has a ranking of their top people, right? It's a sport. So clearly they do. They got a ranking of their top guards and their top, forwards and blah, 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 all the rest of that stuff. Cool. Do y'all really think those goddamn women can hang in the fucking NBA? Do you really think those motherfucking women can hang in the goddamn D-League? Do you really think who here? I personally believe that a solid high school team will fuck the NWA up. I said the NWA. Will fuck the WNBA up. I'm not even bullshit. A solid boys high school team will fuck the doggone WNBA teams up. And right now I'm just saying average teams, but the more I think about it, I could probably even say goddamn like the All-Stars, but I'm not gonna be that cocky. Just because the boys can play with a physicality that cannot be matched by the women. It has nothing to do with the fact they have penises. It has to do with the fact that the boys are going to be taller. It has to do with the fact that the boys are going to be stronger. It has to do with the fact that the boys are going to have more muscle mass. It's going to have to do with the fact that the boys can jump higher. It has to do with the fact that the boys will be able to jump higher. The boys can be able to shoot farther than the women can. The goddamn boys will be able to fucking actually dunk with two hands and not have to fucking barely that shit they in the WNBA, what they call dunking. I don't even call that shit dunking. That shit in the WNBA, let's be honest, that shit for the majority of them, that shit is a layup and they hold on to the rim after the ball falls. That's what that shit is. That's essentially what that shit is. Like they sit there and then they go and then the rim's here and then they barely get over it and then it's like ball and then I'll just hold on to the rim and then she dunked. That was a fucking layup and she held the rim. It was damn near fucking goaltending for herself. It was fucking stupid. All of them. Yep, I know some now. There are few in the WNBA who can actually dunk, two hands, throw it down, blah, blah, blah. I get it. I understand. I know it. I've seen it. And some of them are nice. They give you that oomph that you're looking for. They give you that physical aggression. You know what I'm saying? When you hear a doggone NBA player and they dunk the doggone ball with some force and you hear that cocoon on the doggone rim, why do you think they got the rim mic'd up? Do you think you just hear that just because? There's a reason why that sound is so clear. It's a reason why that sound is so distinctive. Because in the NBA they've got the rim mic'd up specifically so you can hear when that player goes up and they come down. Cocoon! Yeah. They have a mic right there so you can hear all of that. So that's the aggression that the fans want. That's the aggression that the doggone fans want. It's not confusing. So I'm gonna let y'all hear what what's her name? Candace Parker, the beautiful Candace Parker. You dig? The beautiful Candace Parker. This is what she had to say. About there we go. This is what she had to say about all of the whatever. Their own post-game show, whatever, TNT show. Again, I don't really fucking watch sports. The best you're gonna get me from watching about some basketball is to watch the highlights. I like to watch the highlights because again, doing the highlights, I don't have to see these grown ass fucking bitch ass men cry and shit over each other and touch each other and slap each other on the ass cheeks and shit like that. But anyway, so this is what she had to say.
So dope.
What's up?
10 years ago, the WNBA game was here. NBA game is here. Now it's here. I have a way to make it equal. Just listen to me now. You ready?
All right.
We've heard it.
Yeah, we've.
So in beach volleyball, the women's net is maybe half an inch lower. You think if we just lower the rim so y'all could dunk like we dunk, that'll give y'all more oomph than you already have?
No.
I mean, because listen, y'all are doing the step backs, the pull back. Y'all doing everything we're doing, but I don't see a lot of people going up with two hands and, back.
Oh, it's coming. Opportunity is a.
So you don't think if we just
Opportunity is a-
drop it to 9, 10 and a half?
I
What you
guarantee
think, Flash?
Layla, she's into dance, but my next child will be drop step dunking. I promise.
I'm still thinking about that move
Telling
that
you.
Coop used and stationary in and out to the pull up. So dope.
What's up?
10 years ago, the WNBA game was here. NBA game is here. Now it's here.
Shut up.
I have a way to make it equal.
Shut up. Motherfuckers not retarded. So you mean to tell me that you supposedly intelligent women don't understand the concept of that like I said before, you are not the physical equals of men? Why is that part so confusing? Why is it so confusing? And then why do women think it's demeaning? Why do you think it's demeaning for a man to say, look, I've got a way for you. Look, I've got a way with what Shaq just said. I got a way for you all to bring more interest. Why would they want to bring more interest, Shaq? First of all, because don't nobody watch your bullshit. That's the first thing. 2, y'all always talk about pay. Pay isn't equal. Okay, if the pay isn't equal, how can we increase your pay? Well, shut the fuck up and listen, because this is how we can do it. How about you all lower the rim? Now, there's more people in your organization who are capable of slamming the ball down and giving the people the physicality and that aggressiveness and all that showy shit and that they want. No, they ain't got no. She thought, what did she say? My daughter. Whatever daughter she said, I guess the first daughter, she can't do it right now, but her second daughter is going to be able to do it. You missed the fucking point. You missed the point, because the point don't have anything to do with your second daughter specifically. The point has nothing to do with you as a person. Candace, you can dunk. She can dunk. She was the second person to be able to dunk in. She was the second person to dunk in WNBA. I also think that she was the third as well. Actually, I think that was in the same game. But still, like, okay, cool, great. You can do it. How many people in the WNBA can dunk? And I mean dunk in a game. What you can do with a doggone starting head start, that don't concern us. Why would we care about what you can do with a head start? That doesn't even make so what? That's not going to happen in the game. Nobody's just going to clear out of the post for you to just go ahead and just walk to the glory land. That's not going to happen. So why in the world would you think that should happen? Like, it's not that this part is just so this part is just blatantly childish. This part right here is just amazingly and inexplicably just childish. There's zero reason for a woman or any of them in the NBA to be that doggone obtuse and just be like, yeah, you know what? Well, we're going to do whatever it is that we want to do. Okay. Well, here's the problem. If that's going to be the case, and that's going to be the position of the women in the WNBA, cool. Then you don't get to bitch no more about the fact that you don't make the same amount of money as guys. Y'all don't get to bitch no more about the fact that you all don't get the same marketing as the guys. You don't get to make that argument anymore. Well, what do you mean? Why don't we get to make that argument anymore? Oh, very simple. I'm so very glad you asked. The reason why you don't get to make that argument anymore is because you aren't doing everything you can, and you aren't looking objectively at what it is that you can possibly do to ensure that you're getting or that you're increasing the business's bottom line. You're not doing that. You're not even slightly concerned. You're not even slightly concerned with that. What's happening right now? Oh, give me a second, everyone. So they're not even slightly concerned with that. So all Shaq said was, okay, in order for you all to get some more viewership, in order for y'all to gain some interest, gain some viewers in the WNBA, you can lower the rims. Okay? Here's the problem with what she said. She started talking about, oh, my daughter is going to be able to dunk. It's so much wrong with what you're talking about right now. First of all, the average size of the players in the NBA is 6'7". That is average player's height. And where am I getting this from? This is all coming from WSN. It's like a sports betting thing. Okay, so they got all the information on there. And this is all as of 2019, July 2019. Average player in NBA is 6'7". That's fucking tall. Six seven is pretty tall. I'm 5'8", just so you know. So 6'7", I'm looking. To me, 6'7" and the Sears Tower are the exact same height. I don't see the difference. I can't tell. I just have no doggone clue. It all looks the fucking same from my perspective. So that's a ridiculous difference because the average height in the WNBA is 5'9". 5'9". 5'9", 6'7". That's 10 inches. 10 inches in the average height. But they both play on a 10-foot rim. Everybody plays on a 10-foot rim. Even all the way to everybody in basketball, even all the way down to high school, they play on a 10-foot rim. Right? Okay. That clearly is a problem when it comes to the WNBA because they are not capable of jumping that high. They aren't capable of jumping from that distance. They aren't capable of shooting from that distance. And this has nothing to do with why do you hate women, JT. It is simply a statement of fact. So you maybe ladies, you should be asking your female counterparts, why do y'all want to die on this hill? Why is this argument so important to you that you feel you need to continuously argue these doggone points? It don't make no sense. There are differences. And see, here again is the problem. I would understand some of what they were saying if they were consistent. But they aren't consistent. Well, what do you mean they aren't consistent? I'm very glad you asked that. Because the women in the NBA deal with these differences. Women in the NBA deal with these differences. So, the difference that they deal with, number one, is that the WNBA's baller, the women's ball, is an inch smaller and 2 ounces lighter than a regulation NBA ball. Ladies, what the fuck? Make it make sense to me. You just said that you don't want any handouts. You don't want them to do anything extra. We are all equals. We can do whatever. We can whatever. Okay, then why don't I hear this same bullshit about equality when it comes to a smaller goddamn ball? Why won't you just why don't y'all push to play with the same goddamn ball? Because what the fuck do you think is going to happen if you go to the NBA? Do you think that the NBA is going to play with smaller balls? No. Why wouldn't you just accept the fact that, look, women are smaller in general? Oh, JT, you just said that you're 5'8", and the average player in the NBA in the WNBA is 5'9", so they're taller than you. Yeah. Yes. The best of the best of the best of the women who play this particular sport, where height is an advantage, are taller than me. So are the best volleyball players. Taller than I am. Yep. You see how that doesn't offend me? You see how okay, cool, got it, understood. I've been 5'8" since I think senior year in high school. I'm comfortable. It's fine with me. Completely fine with me. But what you women fail to understand is that you're sitting here trying to make everything based off the exceptions to the rule. You're trying to make all of the things in basketball be the same based on the exceptions to the rule. Okay. Average man is 5'9.5, 5'9.5 US. Shit changes once you go to Israel. Shit changes once you go to different countries. Shit changes once you go to fucking Peru. US. Average male is 5'9.5. I'm 5'8. So I'm shorter than the average man. Cool. Average height for a woman in the United States, 5'4. 5'4. So, what does that mean? I, Johnny, am shorter than the average man. The average woman in the NBA, being on average 5'9", is taller than the average woman. In fact, they're about the same height as the average man. Cool. That's in this small niche right there. You cannot extrapolate that to the rest of doggone earth. So when you're talking about playing this doggone sport and they talk about they want to be on equal footing with the men, it's disingenuous to say that you don't want them to do something like lower the rim where it actually makes sense, because it would benefit the majority of your players, benefit the majority. It would, wait, baby, let me stop the majority. It would benefit all of your goddamn players. Because the WNBA got 6'9" women and shit like that. Okay, cool. It's going to benefit them as well. But for some reason, your pride doesn't want to let you do it because, no, we could do it on the same rim as the men. No, you can't. No, you can't. You all had 23 years to do it, and you have not been doing it. If y'all had that many people who can show that doggone aggressiveness, who can show that athleticism, who can do all of that, why haven't they been doing it? But they've been saving it for a rainy day. They've been saving it for the 25th anniversary of the WNBA. What the fuck is going on? It makes no sense. NBA next. 4 quarters in the NBA and WNBA game. Each quarter is 12 minutes in the NBA and it's 10 minutes in the WNBA. I'm not even gonna make the argument that the women and the guys are playing, the guys play longer and the women play shorter. That just is what it is. So I'm not even gonna make an argument about conditioning. I think that I could, but I'm not even gonna make an argument about conditioning. And the reason why I'm not gonna make an argument about conditioning is because I think that it really just has to do with the doggone stadium. Don't nobody want to sit around and watch y'all boring asses play that bullshit for hours and hours and hours on end. It's just like, oh my fucking God. Have y'all ever sat and watched like an elementary school sport of any kind? It is the funniest shit. The kids are small. Everything's too big for them. They're not that coordinated. It's hilarious. It is fucking funny to see for the first 15 minutes. After that, all you're thinking is like, well, somebody fucking score a point so we could have a winner. Anybody. It could be the other fucking team. That's okay. I'll take my child. We'll go get some ice cream. I'll go buy him a fucking violin tonight. But somebody in this goddamn game. That's what the fucking WNBA is. Nobody wants to see that shit. If you don't believe me, ladies, explain why the fuck you all aren't watching it. There's more than enough women to go out and support the WNBA. You got women who are NBA fans. Why aren't you lady NBA fans also WNBA fans? Why? Because the shit is boring. It is boring. Oh my God, it's boring. Nothing about the WNBA makes you look like, what? You don't believe me? Go look at the top whatever number, whatever thing WNBA. I did this not all the day today, but I did this for about maybe 40 minutes today. Looked up the top dunks in the WNBA. You want to talk about not impressed? I think of the 10, it was like the all-time 10 all-time dunks of the NBA. 2 of them were nice. I'm talking about nice, even compared to the men's. Nice. They were both by the same girl. I can't think of her name. Did I say names? I think her name was Colin or something like that. Female. She got 2 stars right there. Nice dunks. They had a couple of nice, crossovers, some shake and bake. Oh, nice, great, lovely. All in all, boring. At best, it looked like a really nice practice. Like, all right, guys, we had a good practice here. You all did very well. I forgot this was even on. You all did very well. Cool. Let's just get into the next. The NBA has more players. What else do we got? The NBA talk about the draft and stuff like that. I don't care about any of that stuff. Here's another thing that I don't care about because I had to look this up because I've heard this argument before, but I didn't know if it was true. So I had no idea if the women in the WNBA actually if their line was closer, like the 3-point line was closer. If the what do you call that? The free throw line was closer. I had no idea. Again, I don't watch it either of them, so I would have no idea. I had to watch it, and from what I remember, I thought I had this up, but apparently I don't have it up. The NBA, I forgot the distance, but the NBA shoots at a particular distance, meaning the 3-point line. Well, first of all, let me stop. Everybody apparently shoots from the same free throw line. I think there's like one something organization, I forgot which one, that shoots at a different distance, but it's not the NBA, it's not the WNBA, it's not the NCAA. I don't even think I think even the children shoot at the same distance for the free throw line, like high school kids. As far as the 3-point line, as far as free throw line, I think they all shoot the same distance for the free throw line. As far as the 3-point line, the NBA shoots at one distance. I forgot what it was. Don't sit there and give me the line about blah, blah, blah. It has to be so far from the edge of the court and then some shit which marks the arc. Okay, cool. But the FIBA, I don't even know what the fuck that means, but apparently that encompasses the NCAA. It also encompasses the WNBA and I think something else I forgot. They shoot from a distance that's slightly closer to the what's called. I think it's like a foot closer to the basket for the 3-point line. And yeah. Now, do I think that that's because of the women? No. Because the way it was 23 foot roughly. Okay, cool. So I didn't even know that. So it can't be because of the women, because what I read said it was the okay, so college. So what it said was the NCAA. It didn't say NCAA men's and the NCAA women's. It said NCAA and the WNBA shoot from the same spots. So their courts are laid out the same way. So if the ladies can accept that they're going to shoot closer than the guys in college, why not accept it once you're getting paid to do the shit? Because the guys in college, once they get to the NBA, they're going to have to, you know what I'm saying? Hey, what'd you say? 23 feet to 20 feet? Okay, so if you was killing it in 23 feet in college, that means you're going to have to do something. I don't know what the fuck that entails. I don't know if that means you have to relearn how to shoot. I don't have a clue what that would mean physically. Because there clearly is going to be some brain hand-eye coordination that you got it down to this sweet spot, boom. You got it down to this sweet spot, boom, for this 20-footer. But now you get to the NBA, now you got to, I don't know, I guess you just get stronger, I suppose, so you can push it out further. I have no fucking clue. I don't even want to sit there and pretend like I don't. I have no idea. But my point is, women already have differences in the WNBA, and they take advantage of them. Like I just said, they have a smaller fucking ball. They don't bitch about the smaller ball. They don't bitch about the lighter ball. They don't bitch about that shit. They wouldn't be offended if you tell them, hey, ladies, you got to play with an actual regulation size ball or the NBA size ball. They'll probably be like, what? Our hands are too small, blah, blah, blah. We can't, blah, blah, blah. That's our fucking point. Then, goddamn it, let them lower the fucking rim so y'all can fucking dunk on this bitch. People will actually watch your bullshit fucking play, and then y'all can get that money. But no, these motherfuckers, you got people who sit up there arguing that these motherfuckers should be allowed to play in the goddamn NBA. You gotta be. That's the worst thing that could ever fucking happen. Worst thing that ever fucking happen. Because best case scenario is that say, you know what, there's no NBA teams, there's no WNBA teams. Everybody's fucking fired. Everybody show back up Monday morning for tryouts to get back on your team. How many women do you think really gonna take the place of any of the fucking dude? The worst NBA player will dog walk the motherfucking whatever female counterpart that's coming to take his place. just because he's a man and he can deal with the physicality. What female is going to stop goddamn LeBron? What female is going to be able to take a charge from LeBron and not shit out of ovary? It's just not gonna happen. This bitch is gonna fuck around, get kicked in her goddamn throat, and gonna need goddamn fallopian tube replacement by the time she gets to the locker room. There's no way in hell you can deal. They can deal with that doggone physicality. So let's get into the other part of this. Like I said, this has to be one of the dumbest fucking arguments I've ever heard in my fucking life, man. The fact that women feel that they should get paid the same and they're not doing the same work. The NBA brings in $7.4 billion. WNBA, $60 million. The fuck makes you think that you should be getting paid the same as LeBron? Or you know what? I'm sorry. I don't mean to keep saying LeBron and all the rest of it, because LeBron is at the top, right? LeBron, whether you think he's the GOAT or not, LeBron is at the top of his game, right? He's at the top of his field. He's like the face of the NBA, right? To my understanding. Again, I don't watch this shit. So let's just talk about the average NBA player. Average NBA player. You think that you should be making what the average NBA player makes? The WNBA players don't even play a third of the games that the NBA players play. I think the WNBA players play like 30 something games, and that's including post. That's all the way up to the finals. All the way up to the finals. Whatever team goes from the first game all the way up to the finals, assuming that it is a last game final and they only have 5 games. So assuming it's a game 5, those two teams only play like 38 games. Let's call it fucking 40. It's 70. What is no? It's 82 games in an NBA season. Why the fuck do you think you should be getting paid the same and you're not even, you're working half the time that they are? Half. We didn't even count the postseason stuff with dog NBA. You're working half the time as those guys are. We already said you're not putting the time in on the floor, meaning the guys have 12 minutes to a quarter. You all play 10. Average salary in the NBA, $6.4 million to $71,000. Yeah, that makes sense. If the NBA decided to pay y'all the same that you were the same as the person that you feel that you're commensurate with in the NBA, how the fuck will they sustain? The NBA is a business. WNBA is a business. You all only bring in $60 million. WNBA women, you only bring in $60 million when compared to their $7.4 billion, which means, of course, they can afford to pay their people more money because their workers bring in more business. You're a player in the NBA. You're a player in the WNBA. Your job is the same. Go out there, kick some ass, but you need to fill these fucking seats. Give these people a show. This is entertainment. So yeah, when you got the option to do the nice little layup, or I can dunk this bitch home and then get the whole crowd to roar, which one do you think that they want you to do? Which one do you think the crowd wants you to do? And which one do you think that the organization, the WNBA, wants you to do? We want these people on their fucking feet every second of every game. That's not possible, but the more you get them up and roaring and happy, like, hell yeah, fuck yeah, do that shit, damn, that's my team. You just high-five the motherfuckers you don't know, like, yeah, man, turn around and shit, yeah, go, number fucking 16, I don't know. But if y'all ain't got nobody doing that, or when they do it, it's extremely scarce, that means that the people are walking away feeling like they haven't been entertained. Even if they go to a basketball, NBA game, you've got people who go to an NBA game not even for the team that's of their city. It's somebody you can know your team sucks. Like you can know the I don't even know how good Chicago Bears are now. Bulls are now. So I'll just say Chicago Bulls. You can know, man, the Bulls suck, man. We blah, blah, blah. We rebuild and all the rest of that shit. Man, okay, fuck that. So I'm still going to the game. You going? Yeah, I'm going to the game. I'm not going to see the Bulls. I'm going to the what's called because I want to see whoever is at the Golden State Warriors. Yeah, Steph Curry will be there tonight. Blah 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 blah. So even though my team bullshit, I know this other team gonna come with it, and I want to see somebody jump out the motherfucking out the doggone roof. I want to see somebody get dunked on, even if it's one of my doggone favorite players. Cool, at least I'm gonna see some action. You go to a WNBA game, y'all ever watch the WNBA game? It's so fucking. It's boring. It is mind-numbingly boring. Mind-numbingly boring. Okay, so what we got? Ticket price. Ladies. Hello. Ding dong. How the fuck do you think you're gonna pay your players more if you can't command a higher price? $89 versus $17.50. Fuck it. $90 versus $20. Do you think that's special? You think that that's something? What? What do you think? I don't know, because this is talking about actual facts. This is talking about actual numbers. This is talking about good old-fashioned math. You can't skew this shit. This is what you're bringing in. If you're a doggone player, you can say, you know what? Tickets are $90 a pop. I think I can command $5 of that $90 for me. I think I can justify that. And then you and your lawyer, I don't know if that's high, I don't know if that's low, whatever. This is just hypothetical. You and your lawyer, your agent, whoever, the people who negotiate that shit, y'all can say, yep, he's this particular player, or fuck it, she's this particular player, she's that. So, okay, cool. But you have to first start and negotiate from within the number that is already being asked of the customer. You can't go into the negotiation of the WNBA and saying, we're currently making $17.42 for every ticket sold. I feel that I should be getting paid $23. What? We should go in the hole? So we're not paying the concession workers? What are you talking? Are we just not going to pay the cleanup crew? Who's going to pay the lights for this fucking stadium? Who's going to deal with the marketing? The camera crews, hello, they aren't doing this shit for free. You want the only people working here, right? You are the star employees, WNBA players, but you aren't the only people working here. We've got producers and announcers and referees and all the rest of these people, bus drivers and a whole bunch of people that rely on this. So no, we can't give you more than everybody else. Highest paid player, Steph Curry, $40 million. Must be nice. Brittany Griner, or Grenier? Griner seems to be more correct. $113,500. Cool. What's the problem? He get $40 million. Shut the fuck up. Yes. The brother's going to get more. Yes. He's making 400% more than you? Okay. He does more. He does 400% more than you. Simple. Really simple. It's not even fucking confusing. Here we go. Average viewership, 15 million. 15 million. Against 231,000. That's a blip in the record. That's an anomaly. The viewership of the NBA can drop off by 230,000, and that they wouldn't even care. Meh. Whatever. So instead of 15.14 million, you're telling me that we have 14.9 million. That's cool. We can deal with that. Average attendance, 18,000 versus 6,700. Now, I know some people are going to say, well, you can't really count that because the WNBA, they don't even play in the arenas. Yes. We know that. That's because they can't fill a fucking arena. See, what you don't want to do when you have your people on camera, what you don't want to do This is how you ever been to a party, right? I'm sure you've been to some party, been to some club, you've been to some type of event where you want to be the hot spot. You never want to get to a point where you get a venue that's so large it makes your event look like nothing. You don't ever want to throw a birthday party for 200 people in the United Center on the doggone main floor. That's stupid. It's gonna make that your party look like it's nothing. No matter what you do, you're not gonna be able to fill up that space. Now it changes when you take those 200 people and you pack them into a place that's meant for 200, 250, maybe even 300. Fuck, 400. Okay, cool. That's why the women can't get into. That's why the women aren't. Well, one part of the reason why the women aren't having that capacity. One, nobody wants to see them. That's the reason. It's not because they have a large. It's not because you can't go backwards and say, well, if they had a larger venue, more people would come. No, because if that was the case, what about people at home? The people at home, all they have to do is change the channel. All you got to do is turn them on and say, you know what? Hey, they playing tonight. They playing? Okay, cool. Let's go. Let's see who they playing. This is. I was reading this and a few more things over the past few days because, I just got interested. I was curious. And this was talking about all the women and all the people and all the things and all of the salaries. And it was talking about the percentage. I believe the NBA pays out 53% of their, I think it was profit. I think it said the NBA pays out 53% of profit. Like 53% of net would be kind of crazy, but I don't know. More money. NBA players are guaranteed at least 53% of league revenue. So excuse me, not profit, revenue. Okay, so 53% of revenue. Nice. The ladies, you all are paid. What does this say? Of the 60 million in revenue that you all bring in, they pay out you, so you all are guaranteed 12.3 of that. So what's that? That would be 15 would be a quarter, so you all are somewhere around 22, 23%. More like 22. Something like that. That just is what it is. You cannot sit there and argue. You just cannot sit there and argue for the fact that, hey guys, we want to make more money and we think you all should let us make more money. So hey, can you just give us more money because we think we deserve more money? That's gonna be a big old fat fuck no, Sally. Yeah, Sally, we're not gonna be able to do none of that. That's just not gonna happen. Like the idea. Why does this say find Mr. Right? I just realized that this whole thing says, why can't I find Mr. Right? That is not the right. Why the hell did that one queue up? I don't even know why that one queued up. I'm confused. Anyway, not the point. Back to what I was saying. Ladies, figure out what the fuck it is you want. You ladies and your feminists, please figure out what it is that you want. Please figure out, talk to each other. Figure out what is it that we actually desire. What is what is it that we are trying to accomplish? Please figure that out, because without doing that, like, stuff goes bad. It is just a bunch of horribleness, a bunch of nonsensical statements, and a bunch of what the fuck are you talking about when it comes to you women folk. Oh shit. When it comes to you women folk and us trying to figure out what the hell you're talking about by way of we want equality. You are not equals physically. This is in these sports analogies. This isn't even an analogy, but in these sport. What the fuck? Why did the computer just tell me that I'm about to go live, and I'm currently live, but that was the correct 7 o'clock, right? Did my computer not? Wait a minute. Did this computer not automatically update? Because if so, that may explain all the things. If my computer didn't automatically below the correct time, then that would make sense. But no, it's 8 o'clock. Okay, I'm not understanding. So, that pretty much means that I'm done. You all have a good one. It's been great. It's been fun. You know, shit like that. Blah, blah, blah. Bang, bang.